welcome back to my channel, According to Kat. If you're new here, please introduce yourself in the comments below. If you're returning, just say hi. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I invite you to do so. Give me a thumbs up, it helps my channel. And what are we gonna be making today?
Okay, so today we're going to be making these stockings, actually decorating these stockings. So I got the actual stockings from burlapfabric.com. They were a plain linen stocking that I was able to decorate to fit my own decor and style that I already have in place. So I added some beads and a bell, and each one has their own initial, some greenery, and I absolutely love the way they turned out. I love the way they're hanging from my mantle. I also created this wreath that I hung on my mirror above my fireplace. I used an embroidery hoop, some greenery from Walmart, some ribbons, some bells, and some snowflakes from the Dollar Tree. This is my flocked tree that I am absolutely in love with, and I think all these three things look great together. Here it is lit up, and I just love how they all fit together. So if you want to learn how to make it, stay tuned.
So if you'd like to know what supplies I've used, please check out the description box below, and let's get right into the video.
Okay, first DIY, let me show you how I decorated these Christmas stockings. So Burlap Fabric reached out to me and offered to send me some supplies, and I chose these awesome linen stockings. And I just think they're great, and they're a blank slate. And they're a really thick, good material. So here are some of the things I've used, and I'll go through it as I'm walking you through this tutorial. So the first thing I did was I took some Dollar Tree twine, I burned off the extra fuzz, and I'm gonna have 4 long pieces. I got a piece of cork. Now that cork I got from another type of Dollar Tree. It is called Dollar Zone, and I know they're not everywhere, but this was $1. You got a sheet of cork, so I think I got 3 sheets of it. But I'm sure you can find a sheet of cork at any one of our Michaels, Joann Fabrics, anything like that. So I traced a tin can, and I just made sure that the wooden letters from the Dollar Tree fit in there, and I just traced it around. And once I cut all those out, I am now laying some of that twine right in between the 2 pieces, and that's going to be our hanger for the initials. Okay, so now I am putting a dab of glue right on the open space there. I'm going to lay the twine down. I put some more twine on top of that area, and I will take one of my circles and I will sandwich that right in between, cut it out, being careful with that actual piece of twine that's already there. Now, so you're going to basically need 8 circles for 4 stockings, but I cut out the extra 4 when they were glued on because I thought I would get a better fit. You could do it either way. So now I'm taking those Dollar Tree wood letters, the wooden letters, and I did an M for Mom, D for Dad, L for Luca, and A for Elena. So I'm taking these beads. I had just enough for 4 people. I got 12 in the package, and I got those from Hobby Lobby, and they were about $1.40 on sale. Okay, so now I just strung those beads on each of those initial cork, initial thingers, and each one got 3 beads, and I did not paint them, I did not stain them, I did nothing. Like I said, I'm really into the flocked look with raw naked wood. I don't know why, I just like it this year. So now I'm taking this ticking ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby, and I am just making a knot on top of those beads so they don't roll all over the place. I want them kind of to stay put, so I cut them on an angle. I think that's called dog ears, and I'm burning the edges so that the ribbon does not fray. Okay, so there you go. I did all 4 of them, and we're ready to move on. Like I said, I was going to use some fur on this to make like little like hanging fur, I don't know, pom-poms, and then I chose not to. Now I took these Dollar Tree bells. They were the ones that are the medium size, and you get 9 in a pack, and they're silver, but they were very like a little shiny for what I wanted. So I am painting them with mineral chalk paint by Waverly. The color is called Mineral, and I gave them 2 coats, but the first coat, you know, threw on, second coat threw on, so they weren't like solid coats. Now I'm taking this greenery that I got from Joann Fabric, and they were having a great sale, and I believe they're still having great sales on their greenery, and sometimes you can even get them cheaper than at Joann's than you can at Dollar Tree, all in all. So I am hot gluing on some greenery and 2 pine cones. The tiny little pine cones that have the white like, I don't know, overlay on them. What do you call that? It's like whitewashed. Yeah, we'll call it whitewashed. So I put those are the tiny ones you get at Dollar Tree. If you can't find them, you can use anything, or you could take the bigger pine cones and cut them off. Whatever you can do. Okay, so now I'm tying together both the initial and the bell that we just put together. I decided to take this Sharpie oil-based paint pen so that I can add, it's a golden color, it's gold. I decided to add some, I don't know, just like some little scratch marks on my bell, just to give it some dimension, and I actually like the way it turned out. I'll show you a close-up in a little bit. So now I'm taking those 2 pieces that are tied together, that twine, and I'm wrapping it around the hanger of the stocking. Okay, this ribbon is, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a twine ribbon. That's the best way to describe it. I also got this from burlapfabric.com, and I will leave a link of everything I got from them below so that you can go check out their products. They're super affordable, and they're really great for doing crafts with. I absolutely love their products. So now I wrap that around just to give it another layer, cut that. Now this is a garland from Walmart. Okay, it's 12-foot long, and I feel that it looks so natural. Okay, look to the left in that corner. Do you see right at the bottom? That's the greenery from Dollar Tree. Now look at the greenery from Walmart. Look how like realistic that looks in comparison. Now I think I got that huge garland, 12 feet, for $9.99, which, or $8.99. Could have been $8.99. But that's super affordable, because you know how much of those, you know, greenery from Dollar Tree you would need? That's 12 feet of it, and it's just, I don't know, it just looks super great. Now I am sticking those little picks or whatever, because I cut them apart, up into that ribbon that's tied on, and that's all I did for that. DIY number 2, hanging snowflake wreath. I took this embroidery hoop, and it is 14-inch round. So all I did here was I took that same 12-foot greenery from Walmart, and I decided to just take one of those picks or sprigs, whatever, and I glued it right to that wooden block at the top so that I can hide it a little bit. So now I'm taking my hot glue, running it down the length of the embroidery hoop where that first swag of the garland will go. And now I'm holding it into place. I feel at this point it could just pop off, as you can see. It's kind of doing that. So I take this wire that I got from Dollar Tree, and you get like 4 different colors in there, and I had a green one. So I cut a piece of the green wire, and I'm just wrapping it around. Actually, this might be the green floral wire. That might be different than the black, silver, and red wire. I'm not quite sure, but I did get it from Dollar Tree. So I'm wrapping that around, and that will hold it in place just a little bit extra. Okay, so I'm taking the other little swag part I cut off from that garland. I put some hot glue right at the top of that embroidery hoop, and I'm just going to hold it in place, and then I tied my wire around just to secure it a bit more. Now I'm taking my Waverly Chalk Paint in white. You get this from Walmart, and I am taking this nice big fluffy brush which I really like the effect it gave it. And I'm just dabbing on some white paint to make it look more flocking, because I am a really big fan of flocked greenery. Now, I thought it turned out really nice. I didn't go overboard. I wanted to see some green on there because, I don't know, I had the greenery on the stockings. I did not put any flocking on there. I might go back and change that one day, but right now I'm liking the way it looks. Now I am taking this ribbon that I got from Joann Fabric. It was a massive sale, 70% off, and I loved it. But if you can't get there, there's this fabric from Dollar Tree, which was also really pretty, that I got. And this just has like greenery sprigs. So it's a simple bow. I just basically folded it in 6 so that there will be 3 hoop loops on one side and 3 loops on the other. And then I tied a piece of wire around the middle, and now I'm taking another piece of that ribbon so that I can give it a nice center. So I'm just folding that in 3rds, and then I'm going to wrap that around the middle of the bow. Now, I love wired bows because you can manipulate them and shape them into whatever way you want. And so I really like that about wired bows. So I just wrapped that center in place. I'm holding it down for a second so that it doesn't go anywhere. And I'm using my spatula top because my spatula broke, and now I'm using it for crafting, and it works out really great. So consider buying one from the Dollar Tree, and it works great, and you don't burn your fingers. So at this point, I take my bow, I put it on. I am burning the edges of that ribbon so that it does not fray. And I think I just hot glued that bow on. All right, so right now I am taking these snowflakes from the Dollar Tree. They are raw wood. I didn't do anything to them. I told you I like the way that's looking right now. I thread a piece of string that I got from the Dollar Tree right through those snowflakes and knotted them. Now this green ribbon, that mesh ribbon's from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to take that along with that ribbon I used from Joann's already, and I took a piece of that and I cut it into 3rds because I didn't want it that thick. So that's what I was showing you right there. So now I have this mesh ribbon, and I also have the ribbon that I used on the bow that I cut into 3 skinny pieces. So I tied those in a knot, those 2 pieces of ribbon, and then I took one of the green jingle bells that you get from Dollar Tree, and you get like a whole bunch in a little bag. I glued that right to the front, and now I'm covering up that hole at the top. I'm using some hot glue and just putting it right there on that snowflake. Now I'm taking those 3 snowflakes that I made exactly the same way, and I'm hot gluing those strings right onto that embroidery hoop. And I'm taking some of that ribbon I got from burlapfabric.com, and it's kind of like I said, like it has like twine ribbon, and I glued that right over those strings, and those strings are going to stay put, and they're not going anywhere because that ribbon is like really strong, reinforced ribbon. I hate even calling it ribbon because it's really not, but I guess that's what it is. All right. So I hung those off, and I don't know. I think they're cool. I think it's whimsical. I think it's fun. And it added a little element to it. Now I'm making a little circle with extra twine, and that is going to be the way I hang it. And I will glue that in place at the top, and that I will hang that right off of a command hook that is on my mirror. And there you go. That's the end of my wreath. And here it is, how I used all 2 of these DIYs in my decor for Christmas. Okay, so the first thing is this awesome looking wreath. I love it. It's just fun. And there are my wonderful stockings that I don't know, I just think they look really earthy and simple, but yet pretty and understated, yet, I don't know, wispy. Those greeneries are wispy to me. I don't know. I love that long needle. I just think that looks really pretty, and I put it on both of them. And you will see my tree also has long needles. It's flocked, and I just love the way it looks. So that's why I wanted to get greenery with long needles. If you like that sleigh bells ring sign, I made that. I will link that video below. And I just love how this all looks. And here is my beloved flocked tree. I love this tree so much. I did get it from Walmart about 3 years ago, and I was looking all over for a tree that looked like this, and I was looking at expensive stores. I was looking online, and can you believe I found it at Walmart, and it was a really good price. It might have been like $140 or $130, something like that. And I don't know if they still sell them, but I love it. So out of those two things I made, which one's your favorite? I'm gonna go for my stockings because I just love how they turned out. You tell me below which one's yours.
So that's it. That's the end of my video. I hope you liked everything you saw here today, and I hope it inspires you to make something of your own. If you have not checked me out on Cat Luna Designs over at Instagram, please do so. I would love for you to share some of the pics of things you have made. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, do so. Thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye. That's not nice, Luca. So if you'd like to know what supplies I've used, please... If you're not new here, what do you do? I don't know what you do.